Assalamualaikum. My name is Salma Tahir, and I'm a columnist, a freelance one. I write for various publications like the Express Tribune, the Daily Times. I've been associated recently with the Friday Times and ACE journalist Raza Rumi's online news portal, Naya Daur, and this upcoming newspaper in English. It's a leading English daily, the Minute Mirror. Now, ever since I can remember, I have been writing stories. I used to scribble in my diary, which I used to keep since I was a child. My father recognized this writer in me. And since 2010 onwards, I've been writing on serious topics. I started off writing on economic topics like inflation and the economic state of the country and the global impact of micro and macroeconomic indicators, blah, blah, blah. But then what really caught my eye was the socio-economic conditions of the country. So I took to paper and pen what I thought I should give my voice to issues that जहाँ पे बोलना बहुत ज़रूरी है लोगों का. People don't speak up on issues that require them to speak up. Another aspect of my personality is that I do a lot of social work for drug abuse, people who are abusing drugs. And that I feel the basic underlying cause is gender inequality. Now, gender inequality starts at home when you start discriminating between a son and a daughter. Like when a daughter is born, I know of this family. I would like to share this rather sad story with you. It started off, they have an older daughter and a son. And when the daughter was born, it was not a happy moment in the family. The birth of the girl child was not celebrated. And the mother who gave birth to this beautiful girl, she was perplexed as to whether she has committed a crime by giving birth to a girl child, because instead of congratulating her on the birth of a healthy daughter, her in-laws were crying and weeping that, oh my God, you've given birth to a daughter. So now the husband has been, because again the education factor comes in, and the husband of this lady was very understanding. He is a very progressive person. I know that they are a very enlightened couple. So they did not discriminate per se between the daughter, and soon after, three years down the line, they had a baby boy, and there was celebration that, oh my God, ladka hua hai. And it was, the good news that this woman has finally, won herself a trophy son. So, but unfortunately, what I have बड़े बुजुर्गों से ये सुना है कि अल्लाह की ज़ात को कभी आपको मजबूर नहीं करना चाहिए. You should have a healthy baby, irrespective of the gender. So in this case, the woman was so desperate because of the pressure from her in-laws to give birth to a baby boy, that she was so much under stress when she delivered this baby boy from a C-section that the doctors were like, what's wrong with this lady? Why is she so stressed? Because she's under general anesthesia, the effect, she under the GA effect, all that she was asking was coming to consciousness was कि मुझे क्या हुआ है, बेटा या बेटी? And with that kind of pressure, this woman felt on top of the world. She was on cloud 9 when she finally delivered a healthy baby boy. But down the road, this boy, who's an ex-Etchisonian, then he went on to LUMS purely on his merit, a top grader throughout, an absolute gentleman. He got hooked onto pharmacy drugs. He is someone I know personally very well, and I know for a fact that this boy has never touched alcohol. He's not a smoker, but somehow, because over the counter aapki prescription drugs, if you abuse them, the kick that you get, the high that you get is the same as that of if you are taking alcohol or if you're having another party drug. So my message to the younger generation or to the parents and to all the people who are watching me or who have pharmaceutical companies or who are in the policy making decision, please do check that this over-the-counter sale of prescription drugs should be done only on the basis of a prescription and not just because any boy or a girl for that matter comes up to the counter and asks for a whole load of drugs, and notwithstanding the quantity, you just hand them over because you are getting the money and you are not pushed. अगर वो बच्चा उस quantity में वो drug लेगा, then what will be his fate? Will he wake up to see the next morning? Will he wake up to see the sun? Will he wake up to another day? What about his parents who get to know of this sad fact once the addiction, this is pharmaceutical dependency of this kind is equivalent to drug addiction. So anyone who says that, their children are only hooked onto tranquilizers, please beware that this can turn into serious addiction. And addiction of this kind is lethal. It can cause you your life, and it's not worth it, and your parents' happiness is at stake, your society, your country's peace and harmony is at stake. So for yourself and for the sake of all the younger generation and the people in positions of authority, please pledge to say no to drugs. Lastly, I would like to address to the youngsters who are abusing these drugs. God has given you the shaur, the aql, and the intelligence to differentiate between right and wrong. You're an adult. Once you cross the age of 18 or the puberty in our religion, you are an adult. And you can differentiate between क्या गलत है और क्या सही है. You can weigh the pros and the cons. So why cannot you figure out that what's in it for you? This is Salma Tahir signing off till next time. Khuda Hafiz.